Welcome to part 2 in our series on the Apparitions of the Blessed Virgin Mary. I'm Dr. Mike Scherschligt with the Holy Family School of Faith, and in this episode I want to share with you the apparitions of Our Lady of Light that occurred in Zeitoun, Egypt, where Mary, the Mother of God, appeared to more than 1 million people at one time, captured on national TV and witnessed by both Christians and Muslims and atheists. Now, this all begins actually back in 1924, where Camille Abraham owned a piece of property where reportedly the Holy Family, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, stayed on their flight into Egypt, fleeing the persecution of Herod, thinking if he built a hotel there, he could make some cash. But then, what he never imagined occurred. That night, in a dream, the Blessed Virgin Mary appeared to him and said, "Abraham, I want you to build a church on that property instead of a hotel. And if you do, a great miracle will take place in the future." So he built a church in honor of Saint Mary, Mary, the Mother of God, rather than a hotel, and a miracle did occur. In fact, on April 2nd, 1968, Mary began to appear over the top of this church, St. Mary. It began when 2 Muslim garage attendants, they looked up at the night sky and they saw a woman on the top of the church kneeling in front of the cross on the dome. Now, they thought it was someone getting ready to commit suicide, to jump. And one of the attendants yelled, "Lady, please don't jump." And then people began to gather. And Christians realized, this is no ordinary woman about to commit suicide. That's the Blessed Virgin Mary. These apparitions of Mary continued uninterruptedly for 3 years. And at any one moment, 250,000 people would gather and watch and witness this. And over this 3-year period, millions of people witnessed this apparition of the Blessed Virgin Mary with their own eyes. Now, she appeared with a dazzling crown on her head, with a halo of light, from which this apparition gets its name, Our Lady of Light. She sometimes appeared holding the infant Jesus in her arms, or sometimes with the 12-year-old Jesus, other times with Saint Joseph, and other times seen carrying the cross, or with an olive branch signifying peace. One Coptic priest noted that there were rays of light coming from her hands, like depicted in the miraculous medal, showing that Mary wants to give us the grace of God if we will turn to God in prayer. That's how we receive the grace of God, through prayer. Now, these apparitions were captured and broadcast on Egyptian TV. You can watch footage yourself on YouTube today. The Egyptian government was more skeptical, and they searched a 15-mile perimeter in the effort to find who was projecting these images on the church. Nothing was found, and the local bishop affirmed this was truly a supernatural occurrence. The Blessed Virgin was witnessed by Coptic Christians, Catholics, Protestants, Muslims, even secular Marxists. In fact, the former Egyptian President Nasser himself witnessed the apparition with his own eyes. And at this time, he knew of a secret plot to exterminate the Egyptian Christians. And when he saw this woman, reported to be the Blessed Virgin Mary, appearing over this church, he put an end to the planned genocide and protected the Christians. Now, in many of the apparitions that I'll share with you, Mary has a message for the world. This time the message came in the form of silence. An attitude of silence and prayer. Mary, by her silence, is calling us to reflect on the world, reflect on our lives, and ask the question, are we perfectly happy? We can't be unless we have a deep relationship with God, because we were designed, we were made for union with God. Mary comes to call us to return to a relationship with God. And the easiest, the most immediate way to enter into a relationship with God is by prayer. Prayer is just conversation with God. And the easiest way to talk to God is to talk straight from the heart. Just tell God, as if you're talking to another person, your skepticism, your anger, your fear, your hurt. Maybe tell him your resentment, your confusion. Ask God to reveal himself to you. And Mary has given us a simple prayer for everyone, the Rosary. The Rosary is a powerful prayer that helps us to learn and to think about the life of Jesus, while Mary teaches us, because she knows her Son better than anybody. She's in the best position to help us to know her Son. And we've created a very easy way for you to learn about Jesus, to learn all that he teaches, and to learn to meditate through the Rosary. We call it the Daily Rosary Podcast. You can find it by going to dailyrosary.net, or just put in the Daily Rosary into iTunes or Spotify, where there we give you 5 short teachings from the Word of God, followed by the Our Father, the 10 Hail Marys, and the Glory Be. If you're not familiar with the Rosary, you can look up the prayers online. The Rosary only takes 15 minutes, 1% of your day, just 1% of your day. Mary appears because she wants to let you know God is real, and that she is your mother, and she loves you, and she's inviting you back into a relationship with God through prayer. Won't you answer the call? The Mother of God is appearing all over the world. No one knows it. We can prove it. Subscribe to the Holy Family School of Faith for more videos like this.